Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In my last update about This Is Fate, Preeta outsmarts Nagre and Prithvi by recording Nagre's conversation and his confession on a smart pen in order to use as proof against Nagre. Let's continue. Karan is going and is angrily saying that why should he listen to Preeta's order because she is not his boss. Samir asks that what has happened, and Karan says that why should he tell him anything since he is not the wife but the husband. Karan bumps into Natasha, who is about to fall, and Karan managed to save her. Natasha after some time thanks Karan, and Karan says that what is going on since she feels that he would always be there to protect her, but this cannot go on like this since he would never follow her order or earn any sort of profit for her. Natasha is not able to understand Karan. Samir comes to her assuring her that there's nothing to be worried about since Karan got into a fight with Preeta. So instead of scolding Preeta, Karan scolded Natasha instead. Samir leaves, asking Karan that where is he going to, since he is also going to accompany him. Natasha asks that what is going on in this house. Nagre asks Prithvi if he is sure that Preeta would do what he desires, and Prithvi says that he is sure since he is the only one who knows where to strike Preeta. Nagre says that they both should go and finish Preeta's work now. Then Prithvi suddenly calls someone, directing them to the address of the Luthra mansion. Preeta walking down the stairs asks Sherlyn if Nagre has also left. Sherlyn, getting angry, asks that does Preeta think of her as a personal secretary, so she would always update her about who is in the house. Preeta says that Sherlyn is indirectly given the proposal, but Sherlyn doesn't have the qualification nor the expertise to be a secretary. Sherlyn orders Preeta to shut up, but seeing how angry Preeta is, Sherlyn says that Preeta is younger than her, so she should be respectful. Karina asks that why is Sherlyn trying to make a relationship with Preeta, because Preeta herself accepted that she came back to their house for the sake of money. Karina praises Preeta for being so clever since she was able to ruin the plans of Nagre, who won even from their lawyers. Preeta says that Karina is right since Sherlyn has not done anything for the family, and if she was allowed to stay in this house for the past 2 years, then nothing like this would have ever happened. Preeta says that they all know that Prithvi is not a good person because Prithvi made Rishabh land in jail, and he even placed a knife on his wife Kritika's neck when he was exposed. Kritika asks that why is Preeta dragging her into this. Preeta asks that why does Kritika have any problem with it. Preeta explains that it is because the truth is bitter. Sherlyn says that they do not need to learn about the truth from Preeta. Preeta replies that she knows that she herself needs to learn from Sherlyn since she has done a PhD and she knows a lot more than any one of them. Preeta asks Sherlyn if she even loves anyone from this family, also if she loves even a single person, but Sherlyn started getting worried. Preeta asks that what has happened since she only asks if Sherlyn loves anyone. Sherlyn says that she is wasting her time talking with Preeta, and Preeta also orders Sherlyn to go and cook in the kitchen since she must make a soup for Raki while also prepare a salad for Karina and the soup for Grandma, and she must not think that Preeta cares for anyone, but it is because she doesn't want anyone in the family to be sick. Preeta is sitting and Nagre comes there. Preeta asks that what is he still doing here, and Preeta says that she forgot that Nagre would not go so easily, and she asks that how did Nagre like the tea made by Sherlyn. Nagre says that it was really tasty, and Nagre says that Preeta would not like what would happen after what he would do now. Preeta says that she doesn't know how to talk in the language of the lawyers, but she can say one thing, that Nagre must try to talk only when needed. Prithvi Cummins says that Preeta should also learn how to take any step after complete judgment. Preeta says that even a young child knows that one should not talk in between a conversation. Prithvi says that Preeta should also say it in front of anyone else, as they both know that Preeta has only come because of her need, so there is a need to talk. Preeta says that Prithvi should also be glad that she did not throw him out of the house till now, even when she has proof that she is the owner of this entire property, and even then Prithvi is still present in the house. Prithvi confronting Preeta says that it is because Preeta cannot harm him. Preeta says that if Prithvi is challenging her, then Prithvi must know that she can ruin him, but if she is not doing anything, it is because she is waiting for the right time to harm him. Prithvi says that Preeta doesn't have the power to throw him out of the house, and Preeta is saying what he is doing, but even then, Preeta is not doing anything. Prithvi says that even when he has kept Mahesh Luthra in the basement, but Preeta has not done anything, and even he is doing each and everything, but Preeta has not done anything, which is because Preeta is not capable of doing it. Prithvi says that he will now go and throw Karan out of the office because he feels that Karan is spying on him on behalf of Preeta. Preeta shouted at Prithvi, ordering that he should leave this house since she will not tolerate him in this house anymore. Nagraj says that Preeta cannot treat his client like this, and Nagraj touches Preeta, so Preeta pushes his hand, but he falls on the ground. Nagraj started acting as if his life has been threatened, so he calls for help. Prithvi says that Preeta would have to pay for what she has done. The police comes there and Preeta asks that what is this because she has not even tried to kill Nagraj. Nagraj says that Raki herself accepted that Preeta has tried to kill him. Raki says that Preeta has not done anything wrong since each and every girl has a limit which they will not let anyone cross, and since Nagraj touches Preeta, so Preeta pushes him away, but it doesn't mean that he has been hurt. Nagraj says that now this would depend on the court, where Preeta would have to prove that she never meant to kill him. Raki tries to assure them that Preeta has not done anything, and Preeta stops Raki, saying that she would go with the police since she has not done anything. Prithvi says that he is the boss of the house just like 2 months ago, and the entire payment of the medicine and food of Mahesh depend on how they treat him. Karina says that now they all will be able to live peacefully. Karan is with Samru, and Samru asks that what has happened because he feels that both Karan and Preeta got into a fight. But Karan replies that Preeta scolded him, saying that he doesn't know how to do the business. So Preeta ordered him to get up early and do the practice, as he has caused a lot of harm to the business. Samru says that he will now come online since Preeta is just like Rishabh, as he also used to wake up in the morning. Karan replies that Rishabh is his brother, but Preeta doesn't have any importance in his life. Karan says that they both should go back home and scold Preeta. Preeta is being taken to the police van, and Nagraj comes there asking if Preeta has learnt the difference between what is the truth and what is told. Preeta replies that she has come to understand that Nagraj is really childish, and since he had to cry in front of the police to convince them. Nagraj says that he is glad that Preeta has a fire in her heart, but Preeta replies that she will surely give a befitting reply since Nagraj has not seen the end of her. Prithvi comes to stand behind them with a smile. Nagraj says that he believes that Preeta might have understood that there is a lot of difference in hearing and seeing what is the truth. Preeta replies that she has really understood Nagraj because she thought that Nagraj would be dangerous, but after seeing what happened today, then she has realized that Nagraj is a lot childish, and since he had to even cry to prove that he is telling the truth. Preeta asks Nagraj not to accept that she has lost so early. Prithvi Cummins says that Preeta can only say big things, but he has proved what he said, and he has thrown Preeta out of the house, and Preeta will not be able to come back, and Preeta must not even think that he would help her since he hate her the most, and it was different 2 years ago when he even helped her. Preeta says that she doesn't need Prithvi's concern, but she wants Prithvi to hate her even more, as she would also reply with the same intensity. Prithvi asks if Preeta will throw him out of the house, but Preeta replies that if Prithvi is not in front of her, then how will she teach him a lesson? Prithvi can enjoy because, as they say, when the cat is away, then the mouse should enjoy. Prithvi says that Preeta is still really arrogant, but Preeta must not worry since he would make sure that Preeta stays in the jail, and even the Luthras will not be able to help her as they will be worried about what he would do to them. Prithvi calls the inspector, ordering them to take Preeta away. Preeta sits in the police jeep, and Prithvi, while looking at her, says that it would be nice if he says goodbye to Preeta. Nagraj says that now his work is finished, so he will leave. Grandma asks Raki that what has she done. Raki apologized, saying that she forgot about the medicine of Mahesh. Grandma says that she is not talking about Mahesh medicine, but why did Raki take the side of Preeta in front of the police? Grandma blames Preeta, saying that Preeta has killed her own daughter. Raki replies that it has been 2 years, and Grandma knows that it was an accident. Sherlyn says that Preeta has killed Piu, her own daughter, and hearing this, Raki asks that why is Sherlyn so sure that Preeta has killed Piu, because it was just an accident. Natasha explains that she should not talk in between, but she cannot remain quiet, and she asks that what has Preeta done for the family, as Preeta only made their matter worse. Raki says that Natasha is right, but she should not talk in between the family matters. Kritika defends Natasha, asking that what has she said wrong, as it is the truth. Why does Raki always take the side of Preeta, even when Preeta is wrong? Grandma asks Raki to open her eyes, as Preeta herself says that she married Karan for the sake of money. Shailene further adds that Preeta has not changed, because Preeta since the first day desired to marry Karan for the sake of money, and the difference is that Preeta has accepted the truth now. Raki explains that she cannot accept whatever they are saying to be the truth. Raki asks that even if Preeta came back for the sake of money, then why would she try to kill the lawyer Nagre? Grandma says that Preeta got trapped in her own plan. Raki doesn't believe it, and Grandma says that what is the change when Preeta is in the jail while Prithvi is in the house? Natasha says that the entire family is really worrying because they forgot to realize that the police came really early, as she feels this was all pre-planned. Karan is with Samir, who is about to say something, but seeing the anger of Karan, Samir is not able to say anything else, and Karan suddenly stops the car. Samir asks Karan that what has happened, so Karan says that he forgot to take a right turn, as he needs to buy a new bat to go and practice tomorrow, and he will place it straight in the car, as he doesn't want Preeta to see it. Samir asks that why does Karan not want Preeta to see it. However, Karan leaves without saying anything. Preeta is sitting in the police car while the car is stopped at the traffic signal. Preeta is constantly thinking about how she would always be saved by Karan. Preeta says that she is really lucky to have a husband like Karan, but Karan also replies the same, and he says that he would die if Preeta is not with him, and she asks him not to talk like this. Preeta is sitting in the police car not knowing that Karan walks beside the car, and Karan is stopped by the fans who are still ready to take selfies with him even after 2 years. The police jeep drives off, and Karan feels as if he saw Preeta. He, however, is not certain. Karan, standing in the middle of the road, is constantly thinking about the beautiful moment he spent with Preeta, how they both would always take care of each other, but now it is not the same. Natasha asks everyone to think how the police arrived so early. Kritika also agrees, as it is not right that the police arrived so early. Grandma asks that why should they care if the police came so early, and Raki replies that it is something to be worried about. Shailene asks Natasha that why is she trying to leave after saying it all herself. Everyone is sitting, and Prithvi walks into the house with the staff. He asks Raki that he feels that she still has a soft corner for Preeta, but if this is the case, then Raki must also leave. Raki is however standing, and Prithvi says that now they must all go to help the decorators, as the party will begin in 4 hours. Prithvi walking away calls the inspector, asking if anyone suspects them, and the inspector says that he is listening. Prithvi says that he will transfer the money into his account, and he might even kill Preeta if he feels like. The inspector asks the driver to take the car towards the jungle. Karan walks into the house asking Raki that where is Preeta, but before Raki can reply, Prithvi says that Preeta is in the place where she deserves, which is in the jail. Karan in anger asks that why is Prithvi talking, because he asks his mother. Prithvi replies that no one of them will talk, which is why he is speaking on their behalf. Samir asks Prithvi that what is he saying. Shailene stops Samir, asking that what is he doing, because he should be asking why the police arrest Preeta. Samir asks Shailene to shut up. Shailene involves Karina, and Karina says that she cannot understand why they are all worried for Preeta so much. Natasha also tries to ask Karan why he is worrying for Preeta. Samir asks if Karan would have to accept Natasha's order. Prithvi says that why is he so worried for the girl, because of whom he lost his daughter. Karan in anger orders Prithvi not to speak a word against him, Preeta or Piu, and Karan wants to break Prithvi's face if he says anything. Karan asks Raki that why do they not stop the police from taking Preeta away. Grandma asks Karan that why does he not forget it all, as Preeta has not done anything for the family and she is not even nice. Karan asks that why is Grandma forgetting all what Preeta has done for the family. Raki explains that the police arrested Preeta on the complaint that Preeta tried to kill Nagre. Karan is worried hearing that Preeta has tried to kill Nagre. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, share it, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.